们要去找校长。先去火米村，禁忌森林火米村。我们要去哪？
Revelio。
去哪里？为什么在楼上啊？现在小学生感觉很难搞，他们都知道太多了。
Revelio。
Oh, I do hope Mary and her neighbours.
Excuse me, sir. Are you all right?
Just barely. But I don't want to trouble a student with my woes.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
I'm not so sure. Name's Crispin Dunn, by the way. I trade in the surrounding hamlets.
10年
Do
养
the
成
most
计
business in
划。
Arranshire. A lovely little hamlet. Just stunning gardens. Just the other day, the Daily Prophet ran an article on its scenic hedgerows. Actually, before I
又是
go
蜘
on,
蛛。
I should ask, are you afraid of spiders?
Yes, yes.
You wouldn't know it by how many I've killed lately, but honestly, I'm terrified of spiders.
Lucky you. Sounds as though you've been able to overcome your fears to a degree. You may not like what I have to say next. The hamlet's overrun with the vile things, and they're acting abnormally aggressively. I'm concerned about my customers, of course, but it appears that most of the hamlet's residents fled to safety. It's my friend Mary I worry about. I haven't heard from her, and I fear
我要去
she's
小
trapped in
木
her
屋救玛
cottage.
丽。
Understandable. But why don't you check on her yourself?
I would, but I have a crippling
霍
fear
格
of the
华兹的
eight-legged
传
beasts,
承。
which I, unlike you, seem incapable of conquering. I don't know what to do. Can you think of anyone who can help Mary?
Why are there so many spiders in Arranshire all of a sudden?
I honestly don't know. I've never seen so many spiders in all of my life.
蜘蛛繁
It's almost as if
繁
someone's
衍
breeding
蜘
them.
蛛，
They've trapped the entire
非法
hamlet in
蜘蛛
webs.
社。
I was lucky to escape it all. Mary always has a way with these beasts. It's very concerning not to hear from her.
Why is it you can't conquer your fear of spiders?
When I was a small child, I was being tormented and chased by a group of local bullies and slid into the hollow of a tree to hide. Within moments, spiders were crawling over every inch of my body. Seemed I'd stumbled on a nest. I couldn't move, paralysed by fear of the spiders and an equally profound fear of the wizards I knew were just outside the tree. I was there for what seemed hours.
帮我打字好
I
吧
can？ feel their legs on me now just talking about it.
打游戏名字。
Why didn't you ask the ministry for help?
I did. Reached out to anyone who would listen.
大
Tried
鼻
Minister Spout old Spavin himself. But evidently they have their hands full with who knows what else. It seems this little hamlet has to fend for itself.
找不到人帮他打蜘蛛。
I'll
What
try my
did
very
that?
best, Mr. Dunn.
Please do. If you can think of anyone that may be brave enough to
What
help,
did
I'd
that?
appreciate it. Thank you. They'll find Arranshire southeast of Hogsmeade, just below the train station.
我去打蜘蛛。国小到高中都有，那可以找几个高中的给微微。你们要分配一下，
Revelio.
不要为了这件事情吵架。我要去外面，对，我要去外面。诶，先去这里。 32好像也可以呢。我去拿一下电扇，有点热了。那话题有点热了。16以上比较安全。安安，搬运去。要先出村，出村才可以飞。你用走就好了，这有水。
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
18岁才能结婚。
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them. See what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them.
17岁先认识啊。
Hopefully by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
17岁先认识，然后培养了1年的感情，18岁刚好结婚。哎，都帮你想好了，自己努力了，剩下的自己努力了。42、33、在里面，在里面。你以为我说那个对象上面，那去哪里啊？上面吗
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
我刚不是才来？微微，那你要先去打传说对决。
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Isco.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No. I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it
布莱德不
possibly
想理
mean?
你了。
Besides, I
你们
came
你
home
们
to
私
find
下
that
讨
someone
论
had
啊。
trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
好，
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that
Isco.
Harlow will go to is helpful,
可被绑架。
albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well.
Be
Please don't put yourself in
careful,
danger.
Be careful. 我们希望你重新考虑并帮助我们处理银行业务的需求。我们给了你很多时间。哇，这是黑道会写的信，我们已经没有耐心哦。嗯，
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
下一位在哪？
Now to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
毕科的另外2个朋友。
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
衣服店有路吗？
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I would like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
你们
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent
字
order.
条被拿走
And，when I returned,
偷看
he
人家
was
的字
holding the
条。
note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive
人家
scarf
围
from the
巾。
counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeep, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note that might help me to identify it should I come across it?
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
罗西是他女儿。
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own
做
savings.
假账做到
I've run
快
out of
变穷
money.
光蛋了。
Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was
不如
kind
你
to
就
me.
直接跟他说吧
Why。don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
爱的枷锁。
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man,
Be careful.
incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
Revelio. We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
你要去找第3个人。
Find myself scurrying home at night these days.
怎么走呢？ 多公里。对面，国小生穿便服跟大学生差不多。那我
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
我可以混在里面。
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
这是种跑图任务啊！我走，我走，这个路。这人太多了吧？要把他们全部炸一炸。够难走。Natty.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hogshead. Perhaps I'll find her there.
完了，她不在这，被抓走了，肯定是这样。
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Good thing the ministry found underage sources.
里面吗？不是里面。后面。他的法杖。
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
哪里
Revelio.
这个，跟着这个走。哪？你去。
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
啊！爱管闲事的学生在说。
Betty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
我刚刚绕了一整圈，超白痴的。
Footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
不要。
The hidden door.
在不被
must have been taken this way.
发现的情况
I
下
need to find her quickly.
找到诗集跟情书。哦，那个是可以做，可以不要做。
Revelio. Revelio.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
如果我被发现，是不是就是失败？还有他杀了我同学，那不准。感觉我会失败。先去尿尿好。
Not my fault if a customer skips the fine print and I have to break a few bones. If people don't want me to steal their valuables, they
按 HD。被发现就死一个同学。现在要怎么样？我刚刚是从上面走下来。来到小心哦，这里哦。我想要找到那两个龙。啊，有人呢，太多人了吧？不被发现的情况下，全部杀死的话，也算不被发现吧？安安小风天，太多人了吧
My mother used to always say, a clear head makes way for a clear path. I don't know what your path is, since your head's never seen a clear day.
怎么可能办得到啊？
It's exhausting. Standing here all day waiting to do Rookwood's work for him. He can fight his own battles.
哪可能？
What? Yes, there've been mistakes, but I can't complain. If I'm to think of it, we've seen far worse in our years.
我等他们两个转过去，我先吃化这个。
Get back here, or I'll have you stewed like a lamb.
我被发现了啦！
Where did you go? Expulso!
This is not...
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Revelio.
Reducto. Reducto.
What are you?
Die? I'll see more.
Now just finish. Expulso! Expulso!
Reducto.
Expulso!
For more ice.
Expulso! You'll be sorry you did that. Expulso!
这样算不被发现吗？你看起来怪怪的欸。
Aha! Back for more.
Glacier.
这样子算什么啊？
Revelio.
这样算……什么声音？哪有？我这样算失败吗？可是感觉失败不会是这样子。在火蛇会处决怎么用闪电的缴械对方，而没有成功。嗯？有人吗？
Revelio.
我先翻箱倒过一下。到底什么声音啊？啥
Book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert.
哦，
He'll be
我找到
thrilled to have this back.
需要先找到所有的东西再说。
Revelio.
这也太多东西了。发现的都死了就不算发现，确实。我走哪？我去对岸去对岸捡个东西。
Hey.
Revelio.
东西要捡一捡。来都来了。这怎么捡得到？在上面。哦， 罗西的情书。
Hey.
嗯。
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie.
好诶，我找到
He
了。
wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelia.
我不需要这样子偷偷摸摸的。东西在哪？
Revelia.
发出这么大的声音！哎，有了。
Revelia.
我就为了捡这个42块爬进来。宝藏在哪儿？医学系岩壁。我先去捡那个东西，然后直接冲上去，大开杀戒。应该是那个没捡。一阳要救他，应该不用吧？应该不关我的事吧？正面吗？正面吗？想一下，往那个水沟里面去里面好了，爬进去。这是哪里啊？在上面。
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives. I felt it was...
Ministry's never done nothing for me, no wise.
Pay for your deeds. Novice luck.
螃蟹咒。没成功哎，这个成就都没成功。我那个石化超烂，要再引那一次吗？这样不算被发现吗？奇怪了嘞，我刚刚是从哪里来的
That he must be here somewhere.
Oh. 然后先捡钱，捡完钱就。
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must be blocked by something.
Revelio.
哪里呀？我的魔杖在这个房间的某处。
Revelio.
发现人都死了，感觉这个很难填写。嗯
Mr. Abe's wand could be in there.
那随便啊了一下就有了。
Mr. Abe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Abe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
嗯，我要后退一点，是不是？来，就这样。我以为很帅，干嘛？逃跑吗？
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friend.
他可以这样瞬移啊，我们可以吗？
These Ashwinders must pay.
找到离开的方法。感觉会先杀，感觉要先杀人欸。感谢小杰交团，感谢。我刚是从你来。
Revelio.
是走吗？走上楼，超黑，我根本看不到。有的，对啊，他到底是怎么离开这里的啊？我也想要有那个瞬移的那一招。
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow.
Hello. 正义们，我也想学那招哎，要怎么学的？走喽！
Natsai Onai, I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe.
警察。
Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
当局没什么
With all due
屁用
respect,
啊。
officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
北蓝呢？真的很北蓝呢。我要先去开那个，开我的辨识宝箱。这是程序问题。唉，怎么跟现实社会这么像？啊，我今天都没用到植物哎。收藏一下我的植物，这样满了，真满了。装备。刚刚不是有装备？我在这里，感觉超烂的。下一个任务，纠结的网只要15等，我32等解这个15等任务。在哪？感觉这个是我之前没有解到。
This must be Arranshire. I'd best keep an eye out for spiders.
避免小资村庄受到。等一下，等一下，这个时候就要丢这个。
Maybe more than expected.
看画面。我的植物超强。
Surely that's the last of them.
3两下。
Revelio.
啊，这好了吗？找到玛丽。玛丽在哪？有什么信啊？过不去，为什么
？Revelio.
这被开过嘞，
Revelio.
玛丽在哪？上面有一个蓝蓝的，那是什么？可以飞吗？绝望信件是找到这封信的人。我们被受困在某个屋顶上面。 顶？屋顶吗？他们躲到一个屋顶上。这个吗？第9，我来过了。
The cellar gate looks to be locked. I'll need a key to enter.
钥匙。那个尖尖的是什么？这里好多奇奇怪怪的东西。嘿嘿。
Revelio.
干嘛？
Confringo. Revelio.
你要什么？里面有个尖尖的东西，我要进去一下。
Oh no, this must be Mary.
啊，这是人哦。
Poor woman.
我已经按照要求把蜘蛛毒液送到，希望你赶快付款。玛丽的信。
If Mary was breeding these things in her cellar, that means there are more underground. I'll need to destroy every last spider in that cellar if this is to end.
玛丽为什么死了？好恶哦！这是丽山主。
Revelio.
点那个。蜘蛛灭村，大超怪了。现在怎样？我又要杀蜘蛛。
This is where Mary bred the spiders. They're not here now.
没有蜘蛛了。
Revelio.
音效好讨厌。
Since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders, we have come so far.
不要这么多写信给我。杀蜘蛛哎。
A ladder. I'm not sure I want to know where this leads. Best be ready for whatever I may find down there.
Hello.
Revelio.
好可怕！好可怕的音效！怎么啦？
Exacts. I need to find and destroy all of these before the situation gets even worse.
那个吗？
Confringo. That's one exact destroyed. We should get the rest. This is definitely going to be a
啊！借过一下。Oh my god！ 我先丢个，因为我的塔可以帮你。 去找软囊，软囊是在哪？要塞12个软囊，有植物会不够哎。
I hate to think that they see me, but I don't see them. Revelio.
软囊。啊，有了，看到了。
Can't let you half finished, but I need to destroy all of the effects. Confringo. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Vingo. Tego. Stupefy. Revelio. Not my fault you're a deadly great spider. Glacius. Glacius.
太多了。
Revelio.
这个。可是很多。我出不去哦。完了，我刚刚是从哪里来？不让我出去。
Revelio.
这捡不到。要去拿那个宝箱。宝箱怎么去啊？金探子，等一下，有人拿过来。几只？四只。那有点奇怪，超烦的，超不爽。好王音效啊！超远的。带个，比较快。第一个，那个了。
That's the last of the spider sacks.
我终于找到适合繁殖蜘蛛的地点。我家的地窖。他养蜘蛛要赚钱的、哦。天哪，太无脑了吧！
She was breeding the spiders.
我的塔剩。
Revelio.
蜘蛛赚大钱，那我被他吓到。被蜘蛛吓到。
Revelio.
哦
I hope that's the last spider.
背刺女。等下，我觉得我要丢个这个。
Revelio.
超烦的，超多只，超烦。
Revelio.
要去右。一只爬出来了，只一只哦。地图上大概有20只，就在我旁边，好烦人。
No, wait, that's the last one.
Oh!
And she's angry. I'll be having nightmares for the rest of my life after this.
好，都知道。再盖一个。觉得这边画女应该就赢了。我的塔。
Revelio.
超强！哎，打完了，超快。好啦，轻轻松松。多养这些蜘蛛，不，多养这些植物，就是这么简单。
Revelio，
就只要一直跑就好了。攻击不是我的事。养一养人没了，对。走喽，儿子人没了，村庄也没了。回家的路在哪啊？每次都找不到。这里。回家喽！这里有东西。去弟回家了，什么时候回来啊？我要去打那个。我要去哪？我要回火敏村。明天呢？好诶。邓肯先生。好诶。几点呢？该不会要睡觉了吧？我要去卖个东西好。听一下我的装备，我装备太脏了，就垃圾装在我的包包里。
You're back. Nice to see you again.
蛋雕。5363 63 8 5，还有9000块。安安好运哥。
Hope to see you again.
Revelio。
该睡了，好了，1点多。哎，现在日本比较快，在里面。
Mr. Dunn, I have some news.
Thank Merlin. About my sweet friend Mary.
玛丽就是罪魁祸首。
It seems poor Mary was breeding spiders in her home for profit and vastly underestimated their propensity to multiply.
Oh, Mary, what untoward scheme were you involved in?
If she needed financial assistance, she could have just come to me.
如果财务方面的协助可以找你。
If you do.
I am.
我也希望有这种朋友。
But you'll be relieved to know that I cleared out the spiders. It's safe to return now.
You cleared out the spiders? I can't believe it, but I'm certainly relieved.
I imagine the first order of business will be to help the amulet rebuild. I suppose I have nothing to fear from dead spiders.
Even so, you'll want to prepare yourself. The place needs something
这个游
of
戏
a
很常死人。
Thank you again for all you've done. I shall keep you apprised of the hamlet's rebuilding.
要找的人死了，要找的人
visiting your shop the next time I'm in
变成茧了，要找的人变成
To
丧
dearly
尸了，
departed Mary.
超多莫名其妙的人。到底要不要升级？31等那么满，还没升。再来是什么？哦，我要去找那个 么去呀？我还没有来这里过哎，什么河的？天文台，我真的破得完吗？我怎么感觉一堆东西没去呀？鹰马，我要去鹰马巢穴，山怪巢穴，胖胖球巢，逃学又翘课，我没有啦，比较忙啊。我们要去找帕比。帕比，只冲主线哦。对啦，确实。可是你只冲主线的话，刚刚那些地方是不是就不会去了？感觉啦。帕比。
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help. Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Surprise.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
Speaking of secrets, I do want to tell you why Victor Rookwood's after me. He's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock's after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps explain a bit about what we saw back at Horntail Hall. Of course, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. Even the centaurs won't know.
We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course.
You're absolutely right.
We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure it'll all be fun.
来了，人来了。手举高，手举高。嗨。
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Uh-oh.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
不讲武的。
You forget your place, old
愚蠢的老人。
I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care.
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all three of your heads.
都是男的。
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before I...
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the snitches before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with snitches? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone.
Go,
we'll likely know it when we see it.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called
him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave he mentioned.
你先去。
I'll let you know what I find.
你还要研究？不就是南边的洞穴？那我现在要干嘛？那是怎样？我要自己去哦。哎，你就这样哦，太白痴了吧？那我再来去下一个任务。去找刚刚那个被关起来的小朋友。
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
肚子饿的晚餐时间。
Ah, I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
I don't blame her for being concerned. We have been involved in some dangerous activities.
As the Ashwinders were locking me up and threatening my life, it did occur to me that my mother may have been right.
Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe. And he would carry me on his back,
还有成为长颈鹿的潜力。
We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small, but that does not mean that she likes it.
Do you think your father would approve of the things you've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes, although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the and I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
好了。
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through.
他在跟我们讲他爸的故事，这个应该
truly
应该很重要才对。
And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
你爸有什么名言？
Yes, I remember.
雨不会仅落在一个屋顶上。
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Ha囉. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed.
就这样，我就跟你他们讲了一堆话。
all of the praise you have received.
我就这样。
Revelio.
Hey.
Revelio.
OK， 哎，怎么这么大家都在吃饭啊？今天是什么日子啊？是圣诞节。哎，我去办主线任务了，应该没有别的任务要做了吧？ 去找校长的，在地图密室。地图密室在哪？第三个，总共有4个，我终于打到第3个。第3个就是75%。找喽！ 快点
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something.
拿到了砖头。
They've built drills to help with their search.
钻头。
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map.
看一下地图。
Fortunately, the next
下
trial
一个
is
试炼的
fairly
地点距离
nearby.
这里很近。
It's Hogwarts.
这我看不出来那
As
是
you
霍格
know,
华兹。
I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's
校长办
office.
公室。
In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
来去校长办公室。校长办公室。诶，没有地图。校长办公室是在哪？中法区，对不对？ 任务哦，这不是任务，这是另外一个小任务。南区。在哪？大厅。大理石阶梯，天文学区。没人告诉我，校长办公室在哪？我要先走出去。
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office?
哦
Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
哦，原来是我刚刚太早按了。去找费格。安伊娜。
They not be allowed to attend.
我们要去找。种。费格教授的教室。
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
好大瓶。
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
我先去外议室拿个植物啊！等一下要打东西，不能去啊！我一定要先去找校长哦。好嘞，校长，怎么走？感觉超远的，不能用飞的哦，靠，要用走的哦。什么鸟任务要用走的？因为我现在是校长超白痴的。等下会有学生会跟我说校长好，校长好。
Do you have a moment, Professor?
没够。
Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
我是哪里烫伤了吗？
To determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
跟我说好，我是校长。跟我说好。校长好啊，没人要理我。校长好。
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the Ministry. I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
What could the headmaster
want? Gareth. Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor. Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
还有谁要被我骂啊？
Oh, there's one for my diary.
还有谁要被我骂啊？一个个去找我同学算账，感觉会有点成就要急。
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
去找一些人认识的聊个天。校长来喽！校长来喽！诶，我要手哪里啊？
Headmaster, here. What could he want?
哎，这个瞎子，我要揍这个瞎子。
Where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
他在攻什么小啊？走掉了。
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
这边有什么乌云啊？
Not enough snow to build a snowman with.
学生是不是有病啊？在看什么？
Professor, a word?
哎呀，古川夫人。
Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch.
都办。
We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
哇，越来越像校长。
You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scorp in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
欠揍的校长。
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
哎，讲小鸡巴话被我听到了。
Greetings. I mean, out of my way, children.
别挡我！哎呀，撞一下。这个校长的时间要多久？哎，走错路了。这里有没有人跟我讲话啊？在玩什么小啊？哎呦
Miss Broom.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
Well, they're as good as invisible to me, sir. Rotten little extortionist holding my diary hostage.
What was that, Broom?
Nothing, sir.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the head.
我吃错药了，你才吃错药，怎么这么远呐？小精灵呢？小精灵。
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you.
好多人哦。
Now move along.
Professor, I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
这么刚好遇到一堆人。
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the forbidden to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
我是上22-0那场的塔隆次，什么哪一场
？Thank you, but I am happy to look into.
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor
上
Weasley.
次那场
Good day.
我是上次那场
A wonderful
塔隆
leeway.
哪一天的塔隆？
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
哪一天的塔隆啊？那我的小精灵啊！
Scope's as hard a worker as any house elf.
也可以按。
Attention, students! I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the elegant banners of Ravenclaw. I shall be taking no questions at this time, or ever.
耶耶！
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
我说对面撒破蛮烂的那场。哦，啊，我知道那场。对面是瑟雷西跟蔡雅，对吧？嗯。竟然敢质问我
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
莱克家族的座右铭。
Of course,
Master does remember it.
的座右铭是什么？
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
永远纯种，哎，很像了。
Of course, as Master knows, in French.
法文。
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
完了，完了，我打嗝了。
The Polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
躲起来，落荒而逃的校长。你有加我好友？哎呀，我一直打嗝。我要躲到哪里啊
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
我还有不加人了，太多人了。
I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle. 我终于升等，要去哪里呀？去万应是拿那个植物。我就是乱猜的啊。拿植物拿一拿，要去那个。
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
哎呦，有肥料可以。好。 进入校长办公室。校长办公室。 终于要去打王了，第3次。出发了，要不要先点一下天赋啊？好可爱哦，这个好大只的。
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
来过这里吗？
Revelio.
哇，进去这里。哇，等级3，什么时候可以开？
Alohomora.
路过看一下这些门，不然感觉一辈子都不会来。你要什么
Revelio.
大，比较烂的。踢到东西。哎呦，赫卡特教授。 伊索夏普
Revelio.
没事没事。走。好晕好晕好晕。这楼梯。我来过这里吗？ 打不开，为什么打不开
Revelio.
这里有蝴蝶。
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
蝴蝶在哪儿？ 蝴蝶，
Lumos.
哪个星星的门？像星星的门。我们有一根东西，嘿嘿，那个是后路啊。后路的尾巴。门在哪儿？哎，会不会在？会不会在校长室？ 校长室，然后我要往下走。感觉在校长室，这里又好像。啊， 这个吗？这个。对。
Lumos。
哦。
Toujours pure.
Toujours pure.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Revelio.
还是很大哎，3等，3等。
Alohomora。
感觉想要赶快3等，就可以全开了。哪？啊，要锁起来。只是出来而已，进不去，必须3等。我刚刚是从这里来。对啊，找那猴子啊，这猴子好像还差几只吧。
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
阅读在我面前
What
的
can I
书。
expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
好。
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Okay.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
啊，会烫伤魔药。喝水。假令狗。收据：生发水、胡须蜡、发油、梳子、不求人。这个孝子啊。
Revelio.
给洗就贼呢。
That must be the pedestal.
都要解谜了哈，感觉要先去倒一杯水，饮料。好可怕！
Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to
快
find
速
me.
谨慎，使用你遇到的工具找
The
到
first you will need is a cloak.
斗篷。
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all
斗篷
costs.
这是门吗？我需要一个斗篷。 什么？什么啊？
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere.
那别条路啊！那个地图看不到哎，我疯了。
I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead.
前方有阶梯是在哪？瞎了吗？
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve.
我被那个人吓到。
Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Go 快点！ 可以冲吗？好险，我刚没动。冲了，冲了。
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward. closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose. Now's my chance.
走快一点，你走快一点。
That's the way forward. Can this be? I think I'm invisible. 那我是要什么？他去哪里啊？确定是走那条哦？我就走啦，我现在是隐身的吧 They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now, where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
好烦啊！这次不能隐身哎。但是我有魔杖，我可以杀人了吧
I've never felt such power.
可以杀人了，我技能组出来了。哇！一下。可以打，可以打，可以打，我就不怕了。可以打。有狗。有狗。 后面。啊，还有。被打。好了。这个画风，该不会这一关就是在这个画风里？哦，好大只！先打。死神的3怪有比较强吗？可以用啊，好像没有哎、好，兄弟啊！你的 Z 呢？怎么按不出来？ 有几只啊？啊，他走了。我不扁3怪就打不赢哦，是哦。好，等下挑大只的打。这我都不会瞄准，他都是打一些奇奇怪怪的人，感觉要没了。要不要走快一点？怎么突然要走的？我可以还我植物啊！我想要植物哎、
Simple stone.
石头
This must be for me.
有桃，神秘石头，山怪石头。
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
I can't believe she's dead.
完成石头的事。
Dead.
你阿姆死了。
Neve, why?
你阿姆是死掉的。
May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
从前的我的阴影，见证你阿姆的记忆。
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
啥？
Remember that as you witness my memory.
"他哭了。
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable,
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands.
saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
找到了一个可以
What are you doing?
把人家的痛苦拿掉了。
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
吵架了，吸了他的精气神。没了吗？第3个就这样吗？我以为会跟前面的很像欸。我以为会跟前面打第1个跟打第2个，跟新来的守卫者交谈。谁是新来的
？Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young. I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
太厉害了。
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was, and she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted. In
The repositories.
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drill. Your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
有这个能力感觉也不是什么好事，但是感觉可以拿来赚钱。吸一次800好了，吸一次800，为你分担解劳。
So bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast.
我们要去找塞巴斯蒂安。睡了吗？好的，晚安嘞。我是不是也睡了呢？我先去尿个尿。 我累吗？普通累。霍格华兹剩3个雕像。看一下任务好了。我们可以学大抱抱，先学完大抱抱。不对，这是需求。我们就学完。4个猴子。迪克找我去找一下迪克。今天有什么东西可以领？我还没点天赋，点一点。结果我都没有用到食物，中这么多。Deke 找我。
Deke has some exciting news to share.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you had an idea.
Indeed, Deke does. Deke knows that you want to learn about all sorts of beasts. And Deke recently heard rumors of a phoenix nest in a nearby mountain.
A phoenix nest? I wonder if it belongs to the phoenix net he mentioned. The one Harlow and the poacher pack are after.
Deke would not doubt it. If Deke has heard of it, surely the nasty poachers have as well, which means it could be in danger.
Well, I'd better go and rescue it then, hadn't I?
Deke thinks so. So majestic a beast should not fall into such vile hands. Deke is not sure why, but Deke feels that saving a phoenix might help to make amends for what happened with Deke's prior master. Deke hopes that you are able to find the phoenix and bring it to the room where it will be safe.
那我就去抓一下了，刚刚看不是看阿 V 的手不是这样子打开这样子吗？买了。我先去抓凤凰，我抓完凤凰再考虑要不要休息。一条550。凤凰在哪？太远了吧！这是什么鬼地方？天哪！我还有1块、2块、3块、4块、5块没去，6块。哪有那么远哦？越跑越远，远到我没有传送点。这有一堆任务要飞的哪里远？又要飞？你买太多了。飞。往哪里呀？ 能飞啊！哦，我要往西南方飞啊！这里。嘿，飞好慢。我要去点个火好了，点个火。安安，去点个火。上面，下面，上面，上面，什么？你怎么不行？要走的。啥？在上面吗？地图是怎样？这样子过去，这样子。安安，我用爬的。什么意思？这里长得好怪。原来是这里耶！怎么一直往下飞？这里可以让我上去吗？让我在这里降落，不能使用。你啊，有了。这里是哪里啊？要找的。这有人类耶！偷窃一名追随者游侠的十字弓。
You will regret coming here. Is that it?
你在后面，感谢。
I will make you pay.
在哪里？把跳跃到空中的。感觉不应该来这欸。缓速一名，那是缓速吗？感觉不算缓速。哦，不对，要缓速刺客。
That relic is the key to saving Anne. I know it. Meet me outside of Felton as soon as you can.
Arrest the moment.
管束他。刚刚是不是有人找我？你们塞巴斯蒂安要找我？是为了来开这个东西而已。
This looks intriguing.
Revelio。什么矿山呢？上不去。
Revelio。
按怎么过去？哎，又可以了，奇怪。过去。过不去。
Revelio。
可以飞吗？不行。那我怎么过去？还是那个我就不在那。哦，那不在那。这是在哪里？火吗？刚刚那个是火啊。
Revelio。
算了，那没多少钱。不稀罕，不稀罕。到底在哪？这个也打不开啊。没关系，反正我要走了。我只是来点个火的，我就要走了。这感觉之后会再来。哎，那边有一个任务哎，看一下嘛。啊，来都来了，打一打啦。
That's the student who Get away with that.
Revelio。
都来了。怎么感觉是个很大只啊？古怪靠脖子。
If you could best the likes of me.
That was unimpressive. A miss! An unfortunate disappointment.
你个坏人啊！啊，我有食物忘记了，来不及，他快死。啊，继续。
Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. Revelio。
要杀了一个坏蛋。安安，的神。没关系，没关系，算了，我这边破一破好。我不知道这里到底是哪。
Oh, nice to see you here.
北波德希尔海岸。不能用跑的。搜索洞穴。没搜完。我现在在哪？看一下。啊，我进来了。我现在在。现在从一个地方进来，不太出来是哪里。在下面，先去这个。在下面，在下面。快到了，对啊。他来这个地方很怪，走一个很奇怪的地
方。Castle.
蝴蝶。去吗？看一下蝴蝶。哎，又上不去了，算了。啊，这是
perhaps not the best place to be caught alone.
这里感觉又是个打架的地方。别打，别打，就是来踩个点而已。啊，再去踩这个。踩这个点。走。又飞回去。190边呢？往下。现在瀑布进去。也是。
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
Off on another adventure, are we?
去吗？不要了。好，终于要去真正要去的地方。好多地方啊！来抓凤凰，再飞一下，左边。晚安，优米。差不多了，我也要去睡。我抓完凤凰睡了。333，200，100，100，150，到了，快到了，120。这里 没有在干嘛？在干嘛？观战一下。你就要帮忙哎。
Confringo! A plan to make it would appear that you're grossly outmatched.
Places!
Protego! Confringo!
Well
done! Come out before I find you.
Yeah, kijk.
Confringo! Hardly felt it. Excelsior!
You'll have to fight to finish me.
Revelio.
哦，他在打3怪了。你看到在干嘛？像我的植物咒他，用大爆爆打断。到底在打什么？是我吗？是啊。
Bombarda. Revelio.
有2只，不要打那个，我不喜欢打那个，太恶心。该找凤凰。
What are you up to now?
凤凰，抓凤凰时间。浴火重生的凤凰。
Blockade. Brookwood's poachers are already here. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
哦，一圈。
Confringo.
哎，这是什么？Bombarda. 哎，啊我，哎，这个路怎么走？有点乱。
This can turn to rock.
这里吗？
Imagine a whole blooming bird.
Oh, should have stayed at the castle.
Protego. Bombarda. Confringo.
I shall get them.
Confringo.
Oh, heard something. Enjoy stealing him. Is this your best? Who do you think you are?
Protego. Confringo. Places. Bingo. Revelio. Your poaching days are over.
有几只？ 还有100只哎！我要这个钱呐、啊！那我拿这个钱。不用杀进去。进去之前，拿钱。
More poachers. How many are there?
You've nowhere to flee.
Confringo.
对。寻找凤凰。
Revelio.
凤凰在哪里？这路也太多。这条路是路吗？啊，上面。
The Phoenix.
怎么抓他啊？感觉没有在尊重我。
It almost seems as if it wants me to follow it. I need to find it before the
我要
poachers
跟着
do.
他，我要飞吗？我不能飞啊！抵达山脉的顶峰。 面呢？不打啊！山脉的顶啊！靠，我那个3等不够。不。 等下就要去抓月亮，抓猴子。吓到我！右边。
Revelio. Confringo.
去看一下。
Revelio.
很多人拿这个吗？山脉的顶峰。这个。 男人在对面。
Confringo. Leviosa. Glacier. Bingo. Tego. Stupefy. Accio. Leviosa. Shame you're so foul.
It isn't a little hypocrite. Not getting away.
Pay for that.
That was for Highwing. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
很远。凤凰，我来了，把你养在我家后院。
I'm here to help. I can take you somewhere safe.
抓你一下哦。抓你一下。
Let's get you back to the room. Deke's going to be pleased. Revelio.
摔死了！摔死了！你可以摔死，冷了。
Hello, I'm here to help.
你抓完了吧
I can take you somewhere safe.
再跳下去一次。哦，感觉不是这样走。死3次。走左边吗
Hello, I'm here to help.
走的就好了。
I can take you somewhere
用跳
safe.
的。
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
直接回去。直接回。
Did you find the phoenix?
Yes, Deke. And I rescued it from the poachers. I have it here. It's safe.
Remarkable! Well, what are you waiting for? Deke cannot wait to... My heavens!
凤凰的羽毛。
What a beauty! You keep it close. Professor Weasley and Deke were right to tell you about the Room of Requirement. Look at all you've done, and how many beasts you've rescued. A phoenix is safe now, because of you.
I couldn't have done it without your help, Deke. Thank you.
Deke is grateful for the kind words, and also grateful to have been of assistance to someone like yourself. Helping you do such good for so many beasts has given Deke a sense of peace Deke hasn't known in years. Deke will always be here for you when you need him.
啊！支线任务：凤凰鱼。
Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
约。看一下我的羽毛可以干嘛？怎么太像哪一个发型？羽毛可以干嘛？强化装备，就这样，就这样。人物的发型啊？就这样子吗？这是课吧？那我的凤凰是飞到哪一间去了？找他一下。这间是哪间啊？我的凤凰是在哪一间？这间？这是那间？这间。过来，给你吃东西。感觉要多一点东西，丢几只下去。法力哥，这些都好不适合跟他一起。去抓几只给他。好了，真的要修了，真的要修了。入口在哪？干嘛？完了，这里吧。没有东西可以拿。哎呀，现在开到这里。谢了各位，晚安啦。